Not gonna lie to y'all, my period has me fucked up. How are you guys doing today? I am so ready for menopause. I am not excited to have to like go through the initial change, but once that's done, once menopause like completes, I'm so psyched. I'm so psyched for that to happen sometime. I am all up in my feelings. And it's a bad time. Are you guys trill with a small coffee chat? I don't have any coffee, but let's just sit and talk to each other for a little bit today. Give me a moment to find it. There it is. Hi. Hi. My ponytail is stupid today. You can yell at me. I don't look cute. I'm fine with that. I have given up on ever being seen as attractive again. It's fine. Yes, knitting counts. Please, by all means, do any and all crafting you feel like doing alongside me today. If you feel like learning how to crochet, I'm going to go very slow for beginners. So any of you that have a hook or anything that you can use as a hook and some yarn around, I will 1,000,000% be slow and methodic, and I will teach you how to crochet alongside me. I also need you guys to help me choose what color we're going to make this dragon egg, because we're going to make a dragon egg today. Monstro is hanging out on my lap here. But I will show you. I will show you some stuff. Give me a second. Just have to look at Twitter for a minute. Yeah, okay. It would be so fucking sick if I could talk you guys into going and retweeting my tweet about the stream. Get some more people in here. I would be very appreciative and psyched. Oh no. Okay. A couple friends want to do a side motive in finding Bigfoot, and I'm all for it. I'm going to be doing the cooking though. Probably why I was invited to begin with. Wait, what? Oh, you're going to a camping trip. That's fun. I love winter camping. I actually really like winter camping. I've done it once. It was very, very comfortable the way that we had it, but I also understand that there's things about it that are really gross and not fun for a lot of people. I'm fine with my winter camping setup. Like a lot of the time, the condensation of like your breath and like your heat all like gathers on the ceiling and then drips down on you, and that's pretty gross. Like I can understand why people are not into that, but if it's just like me and Josiah or something, we're banging all night if we're camping anyway. Like whatever, I'll get your fucking spit on me. I don't care. You have to finish this sweater tonight. Oh man. Are we allowed to see the progress you have on it? You don't have to. If you like, please don't feel obligated to show us anything that you don't want to. Sorry, Doxy, your mic lagged. You said that you were not cute, but I know you said that you are the most adorable person. Stop it, Leslie. I know that you're trying to be my favorite. It's working. Oh, I'm sorry, Mick. I just accidentally fucking hit my cat in the face. Poor boy. Man, okay, so something that I was gonna say is Josiah is in there. He has a DM roundtable tonight, which is a bunch of Dungeons and Dragons, Dungeon Masters have a podcast together with, they all rotate in and out. They take turns hosting, and who the guest is and all that. It's really sick, this little community that they have. And it's his turn to host it right now. And so that's what he's doing. He's in there, like, having that time. And, like, I had all this stuff falling apart on me. I should have been live 2 hours ago. I wanted to be live 2 hours ago. But I had to get yarn in order to do our show tonight. And so I went to Michael's I went to Michael's to go get yarn, and I got there and realized that we've been leaving my card in Josiah's wallet because he's the one that runs out and grabs things typically. And I didn't have my card on me. So I had to come all the way back here. It's like a 15-minute drive and maybe even 20 minutes and get my card because I got all the way there. Yo, Imaginary Monsters, if that's something that you're into, I highly recommend you check out Josiah's channel. They're doing it right now. I know it's counterintuitive to send you away from my stream, but I believe in him so much, and I think that their community is so cool. They have this new lady on that is a smoke show. She's really hot, but like also when Josiah talks about her, apparently she's just awesome too. So that's exciting. Let me get you. That should take you to his Twitch if you want to go and follow. Shit. There's supposed to be a G in there. There's supposed to be a G in there. Don't do that one. Don't do that one. Don't do that one. Yeah, do the second one. Anyway, my bad. I'm so sorry about that. So I got there. I had to turn around, come back, get my card, and then come back because I did not have any yarn for tonight's project. Luckily, I did find some beautiful, like, deep dragon colors. And you guys can help me choose what colors we do tonight. Or rather, what color, because we're only going to do one. And I got home, and I ate very fast, and I got sick. And then I had to just, like, be sick for an hour, and that sucked. I feel a lot better now. I just, like, I guess I needed to get it out of me, and now I'm good. And so then I sat down and started having all kinds of fucking tech problems. Like, I had to update 40 different things, and then the video driver that I just updated for Radeon wasn't compatible with this version of OBS, so it turned out that basically I just needed to update 1,000 things. So I updated OBS after that, and then that started to work. But then when I plugged in my secondary, my crochet cam, that broke everything. It was bad news all around. And now I keep hearing him in there laughing and having a good time, and I'm so psyched that he's having a good time. But I really just want to bust in there, interrupt, and then do you guys have that thing with your partner where you bring him very, very, very close to you and you're just hugging and you feel energy going from your heart into his body and back, and you cling very tight to him and make involuntary moaning noises? You just hold them hostage for a few minutes while you go, Do you guys ever, because I just want to do that to him right now. That's all I want in this life is my medicinal babe hug. That's what I want. Anyway, that's how my day is going so far. I also got an eye exam today and learned that I need glasses. So that's cool. Can't afford those. Do that, but whisper in his ear. J-Rod says hi. I 1,000,000% would do that, but I'm not going to interrupt his career. Like, I cannot. I will refund your command. I'm so sorry, J-Rod. And believe me, it is tempting to take you up on that. Do it later? Okay. The next time he comes in here, I will hold him hostage. Whoops. Excuse me. Anyway, do you guys want to help me choose? Do you guys want to help me choose this color? I know there's only 8 of us in here. Okay, I promise I will do it. I promise I will do it. The odds will be against you. All right, we've got gray and black. Dragon's egg. We have various shades of purple. I feel like this is showing up bluer than it is. I promise it's not purple. It's purple. Like there's some very, very dark blue, but it's so, there's not a lot. I promise you. I don't understand why it's showing up so purple. Like all that light blue there is actually purple, and all that like greenish looking blue is the dark blue. And then we also have the various shades of green, which I know we have green screen stuff, but that won't be a problem with Crochet Cam. Posted my WIP in the art chat on Discord. Fuck yeah, Bumble Kitty store. I'm gonna go look at it right now. I forgot my marijuana and I'm gonna go grab. I desperately want it. I'm so sorry. Where my art channel at? That is sick. That's dope. That's dope as hell. You're dope as hell. That's really fucking good looking. If nobody's said it yet today, Bumble Kitty store, I'm proud of you. Also, are you the model on your shop? You don't have to answer that if you don't want to. Please don't feel obligated to ever. Like, always, if I ever make any of you uncomfortable, I want you to tell me right away, okay? It's my responsibility inviting you in here to make sure that I am not being entitled about you and your time and, like, anything about you. So if I ever make you uncomfortable, I really want you to call me out on my shit. Wow, that's hypnotizing. It's so beautiful, hey? Thankfully, I've just got the ribbing left to do. Oh, that's exciting. Yeah, me, and I'm tired of seeing my own damn face, but, you know, COVID. I just wanted to say that I think that you are so good looking. I think that you are so good looking. I'm sorry if that's wildly inappropriate. Wowee. You are very good looking. Also, if you ever need somebody to model stuff for you, I 100% will. I have, like, camera set up. The only thing is that I'm short and squat, so it's hard for other people to take photos of me, but I can take pretty flattering photos of myself. If you ever want to work on a collab, you can mail me something. I will model it, give you the pictures, and send you the thing back so that you can sell it if you ever want. Thank you. I'm awkward. Well, you look great doing it. You look great being awkward. Really quickly, I'm gonna go grab my marijuana. I very want it. I very want it. And then why don't you guys work on this poll? We're going to say gray, green, purple. I'm not going to allow any additional votes. I'm not going to allow any additional votes. Hell yeah, that would be awesome. Most of my friends are also too shy / awkward to want to model things. I'm happy to do it. I just get really dorky and have a lot of fun. I really like modeling. I'm not society's idea of hot. The only times I've ever been approached about modeling were for, like, specifically super goth stuff. Also, there's, like, a lot of confusion online about whether or not I'm transgender. There was somebody who was looking for a trans model. I'm not trans. I'm cis. And then there was one person also who wanted me to model for them because they thought that I was plus size, but I'm not plus size. I'm just like awkward shaped. I'm just weird shaped. I am actually genuinely very small. I just like, because of my weird frame, I like people tend to think that I'm like bigger than I am. I don't know. I am doxy shaped. I have never seen anybody with a body like mine. I have a very unique and weird body. Anyway, I'm gonna go get my Mary on. I will be right back. I'm not even gonna put up the BRB screen or anything. You guys just hang out, figure out what color you want this dragon egg to be. Vote, please vote in the poll, everybody. Please, everybody vote. It would make me so happy. And any of you that feel like sharing the stream, that would help me out a whole lot. I'm struggling to pay some bills right now, and I really, really, really want to get home to Iowa this spring, and now it turns out I need glasses, and I'm probably going to end up having to choose between those if I get to do either. So the best thing that you guys can do for me right now is help my channel grow by word of mouth. I would appreciate it. Mary Jane, oh yeah, it's time. I'll be right back. I'm shaped like me, only larger. I love that. Pretty sure it's gonna be a unanimous purple. Okay. Sorry, you gotta get cozy with the blanket wrapped around, right? Matt Jones, I don't know. Oh, Mason James, Matt Jones, Mark John. Got it. Okay, all right, fun. You guys are fun. It was unanimous purple. Okay. And then nobody needs any time. If you need time to go grab yarn and a hook, please say something right now. I'll sit here for a few minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and put out a tweet really quick too to let people know that we're starting a brand new project. Maybe we could co-opt a tweet together, guys. Actually, no, I think that's a terrible idea. I'll just write it myself super quick. Okay. Okay. Pretty sure it's gonna be yeah. Anything one be Irie, man. It's certainly about to be. Yo, I love this little bat. I love this little bat so much. Sorry, I need to get Twitter off my other screen. I love this bat so much, but fuck it, there's always just fuzz stuck to the rim, and I feel like I am smoking hair. And I do not like that. Hey, Docs, if a person can get past something, does that also mean they can get future something? What? Is it a tiny chillum? Yeah. Normally it's clear. I just smoke a fuckload of weed, so it's solid black from resin. It has a little carburetor on it. Those are handy. Yeah, I really like it. It's the best one I've ever had. Usually chillums will do that shit where they like crap resin into your mouth. This one doesn't do that, and I'm really, really, really happy with it. I have an offer to do sponsored content with Raid Shadow Legends. I would make several $100s off of it. Or, well, not necessarily. I can't say that I would make several $100s off. It depends on how much people would, like, download it and whatever and, like, play. Like, I'm sick and it will pass. So, can I get future something? Even trying to parse that is breaking my brain so hard. I should have considered it before I just took that giant rip. Time for another giant rip. Sorry. Y'all like Mathis? Y'all like Chilluminati? Y'all like Jesse Cox? Are you guys excited for the finale of the MK Ultra special tonight? We're going to get started in just like 10 minutes. I just want people to have time to see that tweet, grab their yarn and hook, and come join us if they want to. Honestly, our viewer numbers have been lower than they have ever been, and I don't know what to do. I'm really scared about it. I don't mean to like make you guys feel like bad or anything. I hope that that's not what's coming across. I'm just trying to be like honest and vulnerable with you guys. I've never seen viewership this low, and I don't know what the fuck to do. I'm really scared about it. The doctors always did say we need to consume more leafy greens. I got you, Doc. I really want to stop smoking, though. And I really want to get a pen, a vape. Like, really bad. Oh, I can see that somebody does love Jesse Cox. He's pretty great. I'm a fan. Having met him a couple of times at cons, he is so dope. He's just like a nice guy. I didn't even know who he was the first time I met him. But my boyfriend at the time, Mike Malbeck, was a really big fan, and he was like standing and couldn't bring himself to like say anything to him. But he was like 5 feet away, and I was just like, dude, he's right there. And like at the time, I had a really big YouTube following and like a very successful Twitch channel. And so I walked up to him and I was just like, I'm so sorry to bother you, but my boyfriend is a really big fan. Do you think you would be willing to take a quick selfie with him? And he was just like, yeah, of course. And he grabbed him and pulled him in and like was just cool. Hi, Kid 20. How are you? It's good to see you. He seems like a fun dude. Yeah, I just think that he's rad. I just think that he is a cool, down-to-earth guy that understands that other guys are also guys. I think that that's a big thing with like a lot of the content creators that I used to hang out with and associate with are, and I'm not gonna spill anything and I'm not gonna be dramatic, but a lot of them are dicks. Like a lot of them just don't understand that other people have thoughts and feelings and a perspective, and they don't care. They don't care about their viewers. They don't care about the people that they work with. They don't care. They see their numbers grow, and that is happy, good times. They see their numbers go down. They cut off the people in their life that they aren't gaining anything from and try to make friends with the next person that will benefit them. And it's really sickening, and it's part of the reason that I fell out. He has a cameo in Cyberpunk and it's pretty legendary. I didn't know that. I should go looking for it because now, like, even though I don't really consume Jesse Cox content that much, I would say that I am very much a fan of him as a person. Just like the way that he interacted with me, the fact that he's friends with Mathis, who is very dear to me, just who he is in the Chilluminati podcast. Like, I just think that is a good dude. I just think that he is a quality guy. He has a cyber dick that like shorts out and catches fire. That's so funny. What you explain is the reason why Doxy Chat is best chat. Doxy Chat is best chat. I stand by that. It has been since the very beginning. Since the very fucking beginning. My chat has always been a really special place. You guys let me just like talk about whatever the fuck I want and you don't judge me. And even when I am an asshole, you guys like gently let me know that I'm an asshole and you forgive me. And I think that is the way that the world needs to be. I think that it's really, really cool that we have each other's back like that. Hi Doxy, really excited for this finale. It's gonna be very good, Lawrence. We're gonna start it really soon, I promise. The only famous person I ever met was Fabio. It was really weird because his hair was doing the thing and there wasn't any winter fans blowing. He is a beautiful man. Fabio is a beautiful man. I've heard that he's really nice too. I've heard that he's a genuine sweetie. I've been doing Twitch stuff off and on for years and never really took off with big view counts or anything. I used to stress about it more, but I try to just focus on getting games, art stuff done and enjoying the time I have with the 10 or so regulars who do come around. But I don't have the perspective of having big views before and then wondering what's up. I hope things even out for you. Imaginary Monsters, that's a really nice sentiment. Thank you so much. I appreciate that you even took the time to like relate to me and like think about your experiences next to mine. That's so cool of you to do that and to like consider my feelings. That's really cool of you. Thank you. You met Chris Angel and he sucks? Oh no! I was really hoping that he was a secret badass. I was really, really hoping that guy was a secret treasure. You know what I mean? He super sucks? No! Please tell us the story. I have to know. I have to know about why Chris Angel sucks. The only reason that I'm disappointed is because it's so obvious. Like, obviously, he would be a douchebag. Did I mind freak you? I mean, you fucking put a mirror somewhere, I bet, is what happened, Chris Angel. I don't know what to say to you. You should be a guest for Chilluminati. I don't get to make that decision. So, just so you guys know, it is sweet. It's not worthless when you guys come into a smaller streamer's channel and say, you should be on the Northern Lion or the NLSS, or you should be on Chilluminati. It doesn't serve no purpose. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel really, really great that you guys think that I'm cool enough to go on that stuff. But it, like, saying that to me, that doesn't make any decisions. I need enough people to go to them and be like, have you considered having Doxy as a guest? You know what I mean? The Dalai Lama still owes me $5. Been a while since I've been able to see you live. Well, ESP Mikey, welcome. It's good to see you. Also, Jay Radimus, don't feel like you have to tell the story if you don't want to. If it's even like just too much to type out or whatever, like super don't worry about it. But once I see you confirm or deny that you will be telling the story, or once you do tell the story, then I will go ahead and get started. Social media has been awful all over. Maybe it's just the same on Twitch too. I don't have much of a following, but myself and many other maker friends have all been struggling recently. The mental stress is real. Yeah, I feel like we are moving more towards like secluded lives IRL with very robust online lives. Oh, Lily, it's so good to see you. How are you? I was a sales rep for a local distributor and he wanted me to hook up a party with booze. He had a ton of underage girls invited, so I said no. He was a huge dick about it, and I got to watch his show from behind the curtain. It was so fucking fake and lame. Also, his girlfriend at the time was at least as big a dick as he was. I would love to hear more about that sometime, but I can tell that you are not feeling like telling the story, so don't feel obligated to finish it. If you do just want to hit us with some Chris Angel and Miss Angel facts throughout the night, they will be very welcome. Just so you know. Instead of using, main thing I've been wanting to do again is just posting stuff on my website and then share it out from there instead of using Twitter as like the endpoint venue to share work in progress stuff. Yeah, doing a blog on the website. The only thing is like our current like e-shopping ecosystem, the only way to get the eyes on the products in the first place is through Twitter, hey? Is using social media. Doing lovely today. I helped my boss transcribe notes for project discussion calls with some of our clients. Ooh. I learned that one of our clients apparently was rich enough to buy a separate house in the same neighborhood just for their kids to hang and invite their friends to. Yo. The amount of unreal and un-okay things that went through my head after reading that just confirmed that I am a terrible person. And that the world is a terrible place, honestly. Playhouse for the kids, yeah. Gotta get them their junior mansion. Like, where else are they gonna experiment with date rape, you know? Fuck it. I'm sorry, I hate rich people. I just, in a world where people are dying from not having enough, when you hoard more than you'll ever need, you're a bad guy. You contribute to the problem. There's blood on your hands. And I've never met entitled poor people. That's not true. I've met entitled poor people, but I've never met poor people that were as out of touch with humanity as rich people I've interacted with. Chilluminati, what topic would you bring? Man, the only thing is I'm not familiar with their entire catalog. I was an avid listener for the first like 2 years, I want to say. And I've fallen behind in like over the past like year. He outright called it a playhouse, and I was like, man, that's so whack. Yeah, there's homeless people out there. Like, Jesus Christ. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, God, the world makes me sick. Okay, anyway. What is Chilluminati? It's Chilluminati. It's in the title. The Chilluminati podcast is my friend Mathis Games and his friend Jesse Cox, who is a famous content creator, and their friend Alex Fasciano. I always end up calling him Fontaine, and that's not right. Also, did I say Joe? Because I met Alex. His name is Alex. Anyway, they talk about conspiracy theory stuff mostly. And if I had to, I might... It's hard. I would probably bring this David Eckhart stuff to their attention. But I don't think that that's worth a whole episode of Chilluminati because they're very produced, condensed, action-packed content, right? They're not like us where we listen to like the raw sources and stuff like that. Like we sit down and listen to actual interviews, right? They have researchers that listen to the interviews, give them the data, and then they put together like a loose script or not really a script, but an outline of what they will discuss throughout the episode, right? We're not anywhere near that organized or budgeted, or staffed. If you talk about goblins, Jesse would probably be into it. Deep sea stuff also fascinates me. I'm a member of the Chilluminati worldwide organization dedicated to spreading the bro code and establish a new world order. Oh man, I really like How I Met Your Mother. I know that that's like not a cool opinion to have, but I like it. And I thought that the ending was amazing. Yo, it sounds dangerous. What sounds dangerous? Jeebus Crimpst is homeless on I have no idea what the fuck you're saying, J-Rod. I'm so sorry. All right, are we ready to start crocheting, my dudes? Do you guys want to start crocheting? Bad weather forecast, thank you so much. Furry sub, and I appreciate you so much. It's good to see you.
Bad weather forecast sparkler.
Thank you. It's good to see ya. Bring it. Fuck yeah, I love that attitude. Okay, all right. One of these days, I'm going to take care of this. I adore you, Leslie. I just want you to know that every day I think about you at least once, and I'm just like, fucking that guy rules. I just need you to know that. All right. So I gotta put my keyboard away here. Yeah, no sweat, imaginary monsters. It's gonna take us a couple seconds anyway. Take your time. Here's the hat we finished yesterday that I still haven't put away anywhere. Do you guys want to see how it looks with a ponytail? We'll do a giveaway for this at some point. I'm trying to think of if we want to do like a raffle fundraising stream or something at some point. But I have a couple of ideas on the back burner. But this is where we landed with the shell hat. I really kind of love it. I don't think it looks great on me, but I do like it. And I think it will look really nice on somebody. I feel like this could be very feminine, or it is feminine, but I feel like it would look really good on a dude who's secure in his masculinity or who likes to play with the boundaries between masculinity and femininity. I think that this is a cool hat. I'm really proud of this hat. And the fact that every mistake in it, I went back and fixed. This is a perfect hat. There is no perfect in regards to like aesthetics, right? But it is there aren't any mistakes in this hat. And that feels good. I don't have very many perfect projects under my belt, so I just have to take a moment to smell my own farts here. Okay, anyway, sorry everyone. I got very excited. I'm proud of myself. I don't have a whole lot of positive feelings about myself these days, so this just feels really good. All right, I will put this down. We'll get our second webcam in position here. Oh my gosh, why? Why is this happening to me? I'm trying so hard, gang. I'm so sorry. Ugh. It really do want to be so fragile and awful. Right. I just remembered. Yeah. All right, and we're gonna have to do a little bit of tinkering once we're in the right. Oh, Kid 20, thank you so much for the
Kid
video.
20 cheered.
Thank you so much. That's really nice. James. It's so good to see you. All right. Let's see how we did here. Okay, this looks all right so far. Really quickly, I am going to... Actually, no. We shouldn't do it yet. Sorry, I just want to play with the autofocus a little bit here. Yeah, hey! All I have to do is hold my finger across it for the whole screen. Not that I'll be using both hands to make beautiful art with the fiber. Fuck's sake. Okay, no, it's fine. We'll do it when we do it. I gotta get that boom boom pow. It looks like this one started with our yarn coming out of the center. So I'm pulling from the skein. I will never know how to say that word. Skein. This is sick. That's dope. I love that. It means that, I mean, I am still going to have to use our ghetto bowl setup, but it also means that we're not going to have problems with this yarn bouncing around or having to move it around or it getting tangled or whatever for a really long time. Also, I just want to let everybody know that I am self-taught. So anything that I'm doing wrong, if you know better than me, please by all means teach me. Please by all means teach me if I have like a bad habit or anything like that. Oh my gosh. Bumble Kitty Store, thank you so much. Thank you for the biddies. You guys are gonna make me cry. I just, you guys are being really nice. Thank you. All right. So, I picked the prettiest colors I could find. I like gem tones for like fantasy style stuff. Especially, I feel like a dragon. I feel like their eggs would look like precious gems. Just gonna put some weight on that there. And our rig is set up. Oh, no, it isn't. It isn't. It's not set up at all. Oh, fuck's sake. We don't need this. It's fine. Everything's okay. I remember when I used to try to be professional. It was no good. It was no good at all because my life is a comedy of errors. Anyway, we will be crocheting in the round. And for those of you that don't know what that is, don't worry. I will get there. I will start simply by showing you how to even chain, which is the beginning of any crochet project. You are going to always need to at least chain one. So if you hang tight for a moment, it's actually time for ads. So give me 1 second. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Okay, everyone. Are we ready to roll? All right. Just got to get Chilluminati queued up here. There might be an ad or something at the beginning of this.
This is not an ad. Don't click away. Hey, everybody, it's me, Mike. Don't click
Holy
off.
shit,
Listen,
that's
do you
so
like
funny.
Things like Critical Role? Do you want a new podcast form of a story-focused tabletop RPG?
I was on
How about
this
one
show.
of Vampire the Masquerade?
Never mind.
Well, let
No,
me
I
tell
wasn't.
you about Stitch of Fate, the one that I am the
That
storyteller
was
for with 4
very
other
fucking
voice
funny,
actors,
though.
including Mark Meir. That's right, the voice of Commander Shepard. Season 1 wrapped up a couple weeks ago. It's 15 episodes, each an hour long, and we're prepping for the rev up towards Season 2, launching in February. The format is an audio podcast, each episode about an hour, and we have ourselves a professional audio editor to make it sound like an audiobook. So theme music for each characters, sound effects for the actions taking place, and editing out of all those awkward silences and rules lookup. It's really an incredibly fun experience. So hey, all I ask is you go check it out if it sounds interesting to you. It's called Stitch of Fate. You can find it on pretty much every one of your podcasting platforms. That's Stitch of Fate, a Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition podcast.
I just realized that I have to teach you some stuff really quick before we just sit here and crochet. All right. Is anybody actually trying to learn right now? Would you like me to show you how this stuff works? Yay in chat if you want this. Nay in chat if you'd rather move on to just the Chilluminati and whatever. Blue. Okay, you do want it? I would love to see like 3 or 4 answers at least before I move on, so that I know kind of what the room feels like here. I hate to bother ya. I am only seeing one answer, and it is a yes, so that makes me feel like I should do it. Actually, you know what? If I follow my moral line all the way down, there is one person here that wants to see a thing that I offered to do, so we're going to do it. The way that I make my slip knot, which is what will be the first loop. I was not do a trick. Okay, for this trick, I will show you how to do a slip knot. The way that I like to make a slip knot is by holding the tail between my thumb and middle finger, pointing down. Okay, with my thumb pointed towards me, thumb and middle finger, tail pointed down. Right? And then you're going to take the working yarn. You're going to take the working yarn here, and you're going to pinch that in there too and go around and loop it back in. So you'll know if you have this right if you have 3 threads pinched in between your thumb and middle finger. And if you have 2 loops going across the back of your middle finger and index finger. Just excited to see this yarn made into something. Yeah, if you go look on my Twitter, the picture is a much more is a much closer color than what is on stream. I don't know why colors of stuff look so wrong. Like, I don't color correct my streams. I just suffer from incompetence so bad. Anyway, so you'll take your hook and you will stab it into your fingertips, right? In between, through the back of your fingers, in between those loops. And you'll pull the bottom loop through the circle that you've made. Grab both ends of the yarn and pull tight on the hook. And that will be a slip knot.
What do you awful women want?
What do you
Zero
awful
and
women
underscore
want?
Hosting with 1 viewers.
Just kidding. Thank you so much, babe, for the raid. Will you please come in here and give me a hug and kiss? I love you so much. Thanks for the raid. I love you. Also, hi. Hi, babe chat. Hi, honey. We've just learned, oh, he can't hear me. He's still in a call with those people because obviously he is. Because wow, how rude is it to just dip out of a call? Anyway, okay, that was our slip knot. You should be able to manipulate the slip knot by pulling on the ends of the yarn to make it looser. Pull onto the working side to make it tighter. Pull onto the tail to make it looser. I will show you that one more time before moving on. Do you guys think we should turn autofocus off, hey? It kind of sucks. It's not doing very good. Let me just focus this really quickly. Shit. Fuck. I've never concentrated so hard in my life. Okay, I think this is it. All right. Okay, I think we're good. I am so sorry. You know, when you're attention deficit, anti, and determined. That was me just now. All right, so I am going to undo this slip knot, and we're going to show you again. I'm going to try to stay in frame. It's really hard. I don't have a whole lot of room to work with here. To be honest, it would be so helpful. Yeah, I think that this is going to be better. Okay, sick. So we start, of course, by putting our tail over our index and middle finger and pinching it tail down to our middle finger, between our thumb and middle finger. Wrap around, cross over, and wrap around again. Hook in between the fingers, going from front to back and pulling the bottom loop through the circle. Grab both ends of the yarn to pull tight. Grab the working end to pull the loop closed around the yarn. Also, I just realized that was spectacular for showing you. But in order for me to crochet, I have to move the camera back up. And I should never second guess myself because I'm always right the first time. And I always fuck up when I second guess myself. Fucking always. I'm so sorry. I have to find the balance for this again. This is so embarrassing. All right, we're good. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to chain. One thing that's really important in crochet is learning how to maintain your tension. You don't want the yarn to be super loose and slack when you're working with it. You also don't want to pull it so tight that it's cutting into your fingers. Is there a reason why you do that length of tail? I'm so happy that you asked. I always forget. You do want to leave a couple of inches like that so that you have something to sew into the end and make the beginning and end of your work not able to come unraveled. When you sew this into your work, it just anchors this knot and makes it so that your work won't come unraveled. Because with crochet, you're not making a bunch of knots. You are wrapping the yarn around itself in such a way that one continuous yarn becomes fabric, which means that it is all one continuous string that you're working with. So if one stitch comes undone, the whole fucking thing comes undone. Oh, I am absolutely making a bunch of knots. No, you're not. You're not. You're wrapping the yarn around it, around itself, really. Okay, so in order to maintain tension, I find that I have a little bit more control over that when I pinch it in between my finger and my middle finger, by wrapping the yarn around. I never used to do this in the beginning. And ever since I started to, my work looks so much better because I have more consistent tension all the way throughout my work. So if you are a beginning crocheter, I know it feels unnatural to do this at first, but I promise you that if you stick with it, it's going to be so much better for you to learn the good habit now than to have to reteach yourself. Okay? So just it doesn't have to be exactly the way that I do it. You don't even have to wrap it all the way around. You can just pull between your two fingers like this if you want. I find that it's a lot harder to be consistent doing that. I feel like it's much easier to be consistent when you're like kind of feeling it in between two fingers, if that makes sense. But there's all kinds of ways that you can tension check your yarn. Just make sure that you do. And for me personally, this is the most comfortable way and most accurate way for me to do it. So now you have your slip knot loop on the hook. You're going to want to take 10 plus years in. I don't hold my yarn for tension, but if you're a newbie, you should absolutely do this. It's great advice. Yeah. You'll get better and you'll know what works for you and what doesn't work for you. I know that you're just dumb and stubborn. No, I don't think that that's dumb. I think that comfort is like if you're not like kind of crocheting for me is a kind of meditation almost. It's something that I can do to quiet the noise in my mind. And if you are not comfortable crocheting, you cannot reach that. You cannot have that kind of peace that crochet brings. And crochet, it really should be an enjoyable thing for you. And if you're not comfortable doing it, if you don't care about perfect work, if you don't care about building good habits, then just sit here and learn how to chain. Learn how to go back and forth. Fucking ad-lib some shit. Do whatever you gotta do. For me, it helps to try to aim for perfect work, even though I know that I'll never have perfect work. You know what I mean? All I'm saying is I don't think that you're dumb and stubborn. I think that you know what works for you with crochet, and I think that that's just fine. Anyway, I always pull on the tail at first for keeping my work sort of taut. Crochet is my zen. Use super soft, comfy yarn and get lost in the motions. It's the best. Yeah, I can as long as I don't have to follow a pattern or whatever, I can watch TV and crochet at the same time. It's pretty like without like looking at my work, and I feel kind of like an assassin. I feel like I have mastered a craft when I do that. Anyway, okay, I'm going to teach you guys how to chain now. So what we do is we take the hook on, or the loop on our hook. Geez Louise. Our tail should be hanging down off of the hook. Our working yarn should be coming up away from the hook. And I'm so sorry. This is only right-handed because I am only right-handed. I am not ambidextrous in the slightest. I am terrible with my left hand. I have tried. I am so sorry. If you are a lefty and you can't learn to crochet with your right hand, I feel your struggle. I'm so sorry, but I am not the instructor for you. I am so sorry. Anyway, in order to make a chain, which is what we work the hook and the yarn into later in order to make stitches, is we insert our hook into our slip knot here. We do what's called yarning over, which is you take the hook and you grab on to the yarn by just kind of gently twisting it. The yarn will get stuck in the crotch of the hook there. And you want to grab that yarn over and you want to pull it through the loop that's on your hook. And now you've made one chain. That's what one chain looks like. And I want to look at the anatomy of this with you just a little bit because it's important to know. So that's why it's called crocheting. Okay, so this little knot right here is just the slip knot that we made. These two strands coming off of it in this V shape are the top of our chain. If we flip this over, you can see 3 strands coming from this knot here. You see the 2 on the outside are the strands on the top that we saw. And this strand in the middle is called the bump or the back bump. And that's what one chain looks like. Really familiarize yourself with what this stuff looks like, because knowing what it looks like is going to mean that you can correct errors later on before you would be able to if you were not familiar with what this stuff looks like. I still struggle a lot with correcting errors because I did not focus as much on the anatomy of this stuff, and I did not commit to memory what a good looking chain looked like or what a good looking crochet just stitch looked like. I didn't bother with that. I did not do a good job of that. And so I am a worse crocheter now than I could be because I had to spend a lot of time relearning some very bad habits. So that's why I'm going slow. That's why I'm repeating things. And that's why we're going to review our slip knot and everything that we've done so far right now. See you later, Dragon Rana. Have a good one. Thanks for hanging out. You are a treasure, and I hope you feel that way today and every day. Okay, so I'm going to undo this. And we're going to undo all of our work just by pulling it apart. It should all come undone and be just a simple untied thread of yarn here. I'm not for sale. I'm not a treasure. I'm not insinuating you are for sale. The Mona Lisa is a treasure. Ain't nobody buying her anytime soon. All right. Here we go. Tail down. Pinch between middle finger and thumb. Wrap around and cross over. Wrap around again. Pinch. Hook in between, front to back. Pull bottom loop through the circle. Grab both the working end and the tail end of your yarn. Pull tight. Pull on the working yarn to pull the loop tight. Excellent. You guys definitely know how to make a slip knot by now. If anybody has any questions, please ask. Maintaining tension by wrapping the yarn around your middle finger and sort of very loosely pressing your index finger against the index finger with the yarn in between. We're going to yarn over by grabbing the yarn with the hook from under to over and pulling through the loop that was already on the hook. You will notice the top of the stitch has 2 strands with a new loop coming out of the middle of those 2 strands. And if you flip it over, you'll notice the back bump and the 2 loops from the top on the outside, and our working yarn coming out from in between the strands. This is easy to follow and makes perfect sense. Then all of a sudden it just turns into magic, and I am just like, wow. J-Rod, are you crocheting with me? Because if you are, I want you to stop me when it turns into magic. I want you to stop me, and I want you to ask me questions until you get it. Or even if you're not crocheting with me and you just want to know. You ordered a kit? Yes, I'm so excited. That makes me really happy. I think that we're going to do a few of these because I bought 3 of these dragon colors. So I think that we will probably be doing a few of these dice bags. So that will be probably the first project that you learn, which is really exciting because crocheting in the round is so easy. I don't understand why we don't start with crocheting in the round as opposed to crocheting with granny squares. Is that a good start project? I believe it is. But I am self-taught, so I don't know if that is a valuable opinion to you. Anyway, so we have 1 chain. Counting is going to be integral in a lot of crochet patterns. You are going to want to know how many stitches are in each round or row or segment or whatever part, whatever unit you'd like to imagine here. You're gonna want to know the number of stitches, which is a place where I struggle because I have a really, really hard time keeping count of stuff. But for now, that's how I started. I made amigurumi and learned by making circles and spheres. Everyone is different. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, anyway. We're going to start just by doing a chain of 10. We will chain a couple more after the chain of 10, but we're going to stop at 10 and talk about it. So we have 1 on our hook right now. Let's keep going. Here comes 2, and you want to make sure that these stitches or that these chains are looking like they're a uniform size here, okay? So the way that 2 chains look together, right? It looks like 1 V coming out of the center of another V on the top. And if you flip it over, you can see those 2. I'm so sorry if this is dark. It's a little bit hard with this dark color of yarn, hey? You can see those 2 bumps coming out like a dotted line, right? I bet there is a way to set up like a kick pedal to count for you and a counter on stream or overlay. Oh my God, that's such a good idea. Also, hi, Asoma. How are you? It's good to see you. All right. So that's 2. 3, 4. Yarn over, pull through. 5. Yarn over, pull through. 6. Yarn over, pull through. 7. Yarn over, fuck. So sorry, don't fuck. That's not part of crochet. I mean, I'm no judge. I am never going to kink shame you. But that is not part of your instructions. Okay, you are not required to fuck. Don't worry, aces. Crochet is an ace-friendly activity. Oh no, I don't know where we were, but I can teach you how to count them now. So from the bump, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 chains. We have 8 chains here. 9, and then 10. All right, we're going to stop here for a minute because we want to turn this into 10 single crochets. In order to do that, we're going to have to make what's called a turning chain. A turning chain is exactly the same as these foundation chains are. The only thing is we're not going to work into it. We're going to use it to turn our work over so that it has the proper height to it in order to become a crochet stitch. Please let me know if that didn't make sense. I feel like that was pretty clear, but if you have any questions, do not hesitate to stop and ask me. I get how this is called a chain for sure. That sounds like a rug burn waiting to happen. Crochet, fucking in the middle of your crochet, yeah. Okay, well, we have 10 here. And if we're going to do single crochets, then that means we're going to need one turning chain. Single crochets are going to be one turning chain. There will be times when you will want more than one turning chain, but that's for future crochet streams. That's not for right now. For now, I'm going to have you do one, and then that is our turning chain, so we will not work into it. We will skip that chain, and we will side our hook into the second. I'm so sorry. This yarn is a bit stickier than I wanted it to be. It's so hard to show you what's going on here. We're going to insert our hook into the second chain away from the hook. And what that will look like is one chain wrapped around the working yarn here. And then a V over the top of your hook. And a V around the back of your hook. Or rather just two loops around the back of your hook. Okay? Now, once we have all of that going on our hook, we're going to yarn over and pull through just one of those. And that's called drawing up a loop, right? We've drawn up a loop now because there's an extra loop on our hook. We're going to yarn over and we're going to pull through both of the loops on the hook, and we'll be left with one. Does anybody need me to go back and repeat any of that? Please don't be shy. Nobody's going to think you're stupid. I did a little bit of a bad job showing you, and I am happy to repeat it if you didn't get it. I just don't want to make this boring for people who have the idea of it down already. But please ask questions if you have any. Nobody thinks you're stupid or anything here. Do I have a favorite hook? I do. It's not here with me. I'm sure it will be clearer when I have it in my hands. Nope, we'll stop. I'm going back. We're going back, and that's okay. It's so okay. Okay. So here we are with our 11 chains on the hook. I'm just going to count them to be sure myself really fast. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I actually only have 10 here. All right. Yarn over and pull through to make our 11th turning chain there. Oh my God, I hear Josiah wandering around. All right. And then since that's our turning chain, we are not going to work into it. I feel like I fucked up. I feel like I added a chain I didn't need. I did add a chain I didn't fucking need. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. You had to restart? No. We're going to restart then. I'm so sorry. ESP Mikey. 1, 2, 3. I love you, babe. Yarn over, pull through 4. Yarn over, pull through 5. Yarn over, pull through 6. Yarn over, pull through 7. Yarn over, pull through 8. Yarn over, pull through 9. Yarn over, pull through 10. Yarn over, pull through 11. That 11th one is our turning chain. We do not work into it. We slide under the top V of the second hook, or second chain from the hook. Oh, fuck. Like, I would love to do this smoothly. It's so hard to do this when you have to, like, be working around a camera. I feel so bad. This is so much easier than I am making it look. I am so sorry. Why is this happening to me? This is my nightmare. I want you guys to know that this is my nightmare. Trying to look like I know what I'm doing and then failing to do it. Like failing to demonstrate it to somebody. Woof. I am wetting myself on stage at a talent show right now. Jeez Louise. I swear I'm on something, or maybe just tired. No, Graceful Lily. You had to deal with rich people all day. So, all right. So, once we have that all on the hook, we will yarn over and draw up a loop. And then we will yarn over and pull through both loops on the hook. And that is our first single crochet. Now, we're going to, oh my gosh, we're going to try anyway. I just realized I'm out of practice on this because I almost always do a foundation single crochet chain. Instead of doing a chain, I do foundation stitches, which is an advanced technique that I cannot teach you right now. There's no way. I really need a drink really quick. For the foundation chain, it's a lot easier. Oh, hey, Azimuth's Games. Thank you. Azimuth's Games. Thank you. For the foundation chain, it's a lot easier if you just pick up the left side of the stitch. It doesn't make much of a difference, but I find it easier. Doesn't it make your work like way stiffer on bottom? Like, does it make it doesn't make the edge stiffer any? I appreciate this feedback because the last time that I changed how I did this was when I like learned that I needed to be consistent about it. So it was many years ago. I can't hesitate how much open to tips I am. I do know that for sure we won't be able to just switch to that from here. I actually think it makes it less stiff because you're only picking up one loop instead of two. Okay. I figured it would make it more rigid, but I think I want to try that. I haven't done it this way in 50 years. I want to say I was 20 the last time I tried switching up what I was doing down here. And by down here, wow, out of context, that like sounds like I'm going down on somebody, but really by down here, I meant like down at the foundation of a work. This is not even the project that we're going to be doing today. I am the worst instructor on the planet. I'm so sorry. We're an hour and a half in and I have 10 stitches that are going to be undone by the time we fucking are making this project. Worst teacher. Okay, skip your turning chain and pick up just the top of the second stitch, yarn over, draw up a loop, yarn over, and pull through both loops on the hook, and there will be one remaining loop on your hook. Fundamentals are key, absolutely. You are glued to this screen. I'm very happy that you enjoy it so much. Wow, that is nice. I do feel like this is worthwhile. The only thing that worries me is, am I going to be able to consistently grab the same part? I think we can do this. Okay. So we will insert into the next stitch, grabbing just the top part there. Yarn over and draw up a loop. And pull through both. And that is your second single crochet. Insert. Yarn over. Draw up a loop. Yarn over. Pull through both. That is your third crochet. This is what your work should look like so far. Insert. God, it's hard even to just to do it this way. I can't imagine if I had tried to keep fucking getting it through both of them. Damn, Doxy, 50 years ago you were 20 or looking youthful and vibrant for a woman in her 70s. There are a lot of different ways to make foundation chains. I'm sure there are different reasons to do them. I just do what's easiest for me. Definitely don't feel obligated if it's not easier for you. I feel like this is way easier for me. I think that you're a wizard and I want to full on kiss you directly on the lips. Honestly, I never thought I would find crocheting interesting, let alone actually looking forward to doing it myself. And I sure as shit never dreamed that I would learn it from zero Doxy one day. Welp. All right. We insert into the next stitch, draw up a loop, yarn over, pull through both, insert into your next stitch. Uh-oh. Sticky yarn. There we go. Yarn over, draw up a loop, yarn over, pull through both loops. And that's frustrating. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are halfway there. So, sticky yarn, explain. I have stumbled into something wonderful. Thanks, Bumble Kitty Store. Oh, that's so nice of you. Nice. Also, welcome. Everybody make sure that Fanatical Fibers feels welcome. Thank you so much. Sticky yarn. What I mean when I'm saying sticky yarn is that my hook is having a hard time getting through it. That my hook isn't just like sliding, isn't gliding along in there. There's going to be some really silken yarn in your time, and there's going to be some really sticky yarn in your time. I do not know what the actual terms for those textures are. I am so sorry. I do not know. These are just terms that I have used myself as a self-taught crocheter. All right. I thought you meant coating on the string. Nope. It's the texture of the fibers themselves, definitely. All right. Insert. Fuck. Try to get this in a easier to view place. Insert into the next stitch. Yarn over, draw up a loop. Yarn over, pull through both loops. One loop remains on the hook. Fanatical Fibers is an amazing crochet plush artist for anyone who wants to learn to make cute crochet animals and such. Please, by all means, Fanatical Fibers, drop links to your shit. Please. Please do. We love to share up in this bitch. I'm biased. She's my bestie, but still, any bestie of Bumble Kitty Stories is now officially a bestie of mine. I think we have kind of a mutual standing going on. I'm into it. Okay. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We only have 4 left to do. I hope that you guys can see the anatomy of these stitches okay. It's hard for me to tell, but I will hopefully have glasses soon. So we will see how much that improves these crochet streams. And hopefully, me and Josiah have been talking about a way to rig up something to hook up the camera to, so that you can just see a top down of my hands, which will be really nice if we can make that happen. Oh my gosh, these are the best dang vibes. You're the best dang vibes, god dang it. Same. I got the feeling it had a waxy coating. Nope. These are absolutely as soft as the day is long. I'm just a loser who doesn't know a lot of vocabulary words. Let's be real. That's not true. I know some fucking crazy words, but my vocabulary recall is absolutely garbage. Also, Fanatical Fibers, just so you know, the feeling that I got from you following my channel just now is the same feeling that you get when you play Yarn Chicken and win. Fuck yeah. Thank you for being my victory against Yarn Chicken. Fuck yeah. I've been waiting to use that one. I'm sorry. I thought of that one in advance. Usually my fun little welcomes are just off the top whenever they come out, but I thought of that and I was like, oh my God, I have to use that during a yarn or a crochet stream. Okay, Yarn Chicken. Yarn Chicken is when you are nearing the end of a project, but you're also nearing the end of your yarn and you just keep crocheting and hope that it works out for the best and you don't run out of yarn before the end of your project. It's stupid. It's just like a stupid little thing in the crochet community that like there's a lot of when you have to undo work, it's called frogging, and I think that that's the cutest thing of all time. I love crochet, man. All right, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's what I thought. Oh, the way that I was holding the yarn, I thought I was out of stitches, but there's a whole ass stitch right there. Wow, 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 wow. I'm a big Dumbo. Please violate my face. Don't violate my face. I didn't. I just say the first thing that comes to mind that's absurd and call that cussing. I'm sorry. Anyway, that is our 10th and final crochet. As you can see, my work is curling a little bit. That happens if your tension is a little bit too tight, or if you throw a lot of body heat and accidentally curl your work with your body heat. That can happen. But normally, this happens to me a lot because I tend to crochet a little bit too tight, especially like if I'm not maintaining my tension well, if I'm not focusing well on maintaining my tension, I'll err a little bit on the tight side. You don't want it to curl like that at all. Because when you pull it out, it goes ribbit. That's so cute. I just think it's so cute. I just think it's cute. So is it safe to say you want more yarn than the project needs? You want like 4 inches more of yarn than the project needs, depending on the size of the project. Because you want to be able to weave in the ends, which is a whole other fucking thing. Anyway, I taught you how to chain. I taught you how to single crochet. I taught you how to... Oh my goodness, Squeebecaboo. First of all, you have such a cute name. Second of all, you know how it made me feel when you just follow my channel right now? It's the same feeling as when you are going to Steak and Shake and you are going to get a milkshake and you're like, I want it to be thinner than you normally serve your shakes, please, so that I can get it up through the straw. And so she brings out your delicious shake and sets it in front of you, and you put your straw in and you blow a little bit of bubbles in your shake and it's perfect consistency. Yeah, that's the feeling that I got from you following my channel. Thank you so much for following. Thank you for being my shake fart bubble. I appreciate it. Um, Squeebacaboo. What a just cute name. All right, I'm gonna show you one more time how turning works because it feels different when there's a row of crochet, when there's a row of work there versus just a row of chain. Okay, so what we're gonna do then is we're gonna make a turning chain. So that means you just yarn over and pull through. And oh my gosh, I fucking was off camera. Let's do that again really quick. I'm so sorry. You yarn over and you pull through, and that just makes another chain. Nice. Yeah, if you're following a pattern, it will tell you how much you need. Another turning chain. Every time you turn your work, you're going to make a turning chain. You might make more. And different patterns will call for different amounts of turning chains. If you wanted this, you could make we could make 10 turning chains. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You get the idea. Pretend this is 10. And then start working in the next crochet. You're just going to have this extra bit of yarn hanging off the side. You're going to do a turning chain anytime you turn your work and want to maintain height of your stitches. It's just a rule. I don't know. Oh my God, yarn nuggies. Yeah, but like if you don't make turning chains, then your crochet stitches won't be consistently sized, essentially, and it'll be really, really hard to work into. Like, you're just doing it wrong if you don't use a turning chain. I don't know how to explain why it's wrong. I'm so sorry. So where do you see this used to maybe make a center? I don't know what you mean. If you don't do a turning chain, your work will get smaller, like decreasing. I'm so sorry. I don't know what you mean. I can't visualize what you would use it. Oh, it would just be like a decoration at the end of your work. So if you were supposed to have 10 stitches and you forgot your turning chain, you'll only have 9 stitches on the next row. Wait, is that true? Because I feel like I would still crochet into all... Oh, duh, because you won't have a top of the crochet. You're absolutely right. Yeah. Obviously, you're right. Obviously, you, like, know more. But, like, yeah, I had never even fucking considered that. You would not have a top of your crochet if you didn't have a turning chain. That makes sense. Sorry, I just had to, like, really consider the anatomy of a crochet stitch. Anyway, so you will create a turning chain there, and then you will yarn over, draw up a loop, yarn over, and pull through both. And then you just continue that way down the row. And later, once I get to the end of this row, I'm going to show you double crochets. And then I'm going to show you half double crochets because we are going to need those for this upcoming pattern. Oops. I did a bad thing. So if you did a double crochet, you would chain 2, 3 for treble, and so on. Yeah. 10 would be for something like mesh or lace. Yeah. It depends so much on the pattern that you're making, what you do with your turning chains. All right. So I'm just going to very quickly get through this work here. And then I'll show you double crochets and half double crochets. I could also show you... Well, I'll show you anything that comes up. You know what? We have all kinds of extra yarn now because I wanted you guys to have a choice of color. That if anything comes up that I need to demonstrate, I can show you on another skein, however you say that word, of yarn. If you wanted to do actual lace, you could use finer material. Absolutely, that's the idea. Yes. I'm thinking like the white doily kind. Yes, you use thread. You use thread to make a doily. A lot of wedding dresses are crocheted thread. That sounds like a nightmare. I think that it is the most relaxing, amazing thing, personally. Getting into that last one is always such a fucker. It always makes me feel like I'm not supposed to be crocheting there. But I am. All right, there we go. I really love the ombre on this yarn. I wish that the colors came through as nicely as they were supposed to. I really do. Anyway, let's really quickly, I'll show you what a double crochet looks like. We're gonna chain 2. And then we're gonna turn our work, because we always work right to left when we're right-handed crocheting. Or at least I do. Maybe there's techniques out there that I don't know. And in order to double crochet, we're going to yarn over before we even insert our hook into the first stitch. And that is where the double in double crochet comes from. So you insert it into the first stitch, yarn over, draw up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 of the loops, yarn over and pull through the remaining 2 loops. And that is a double crochet. Oftentimes, the pattern that you're working with will tell you if the turning chain that you've made counts as a double crochet or not. And that's something that you will work on. I'll teach you guys how to read a pattern sometime, and how to follow it. And that'll be good. And we'll talk more about that then. Okay, so is the ability to only pull through what you intend to just a matter of practice and finesse? Yeah. You'll definitely, you'll get it so quick. I was going to ask, it's like 10/1 to say chain and turn, or is it more to it? I am so sorry. I don't understand. I am so sorry. Anyway, I'm going to show you the double crochet again here. Yarn over before inserting the hook. Insert into the next stitch. Yarn over, pull through. There will be 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through just the first 2. Yarn over and pull through the remaining 2. And that's your second double crochet. Oh yeah, yarns differ wildly, and you will be so tempted to choose the fancy, fuzzy, all that, like, really the thick yarns right away. Don't. You want the simplest shit imaginable when you're learning. If you could have leather cording to learn with that was like soft enough, I would recommend that, because you're not going to accidentally split between the fibers of a leather cord. Okay, I'm going to finish this row here. I will walk through each step of it, but I'm going to do it quickly. So yarn over, insert, yarn over, draw up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through remaining 2. Yarn over, insert, yarn over, draw up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, insert into the next stitch, yarn over, draw up a loop. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Yarn over, insert into the next stitch, yarn over, draw up a loop. Yarn over, draw through 2, yarn over, draw through 2. Yarn over, insert into the next stitch, yarn over, draw up a loop. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Yarn over, insert into the next stitch, yarn over, draw up a loop. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through remaining 2 loops. In a pattern, the first row she did would read chain 11, turn, skip 1 stitch, single crochet 10, chain 2, turn, double crochet 10. Yeah, she just made an entire pattern for everything that I've done. Your kit is coming with some yarn. I hope it isn't Garbo. I hope it isn't Garbo too. Learning on bad yarn is not a fun time. Yarn over, insert into the next stitch, yarn over, draw up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through remaining 2 loops, yarn over, insert into the final stitch, yarn over, draw up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through remaining 2 loops. And our work is beginning to get a little bit more consistent here, thankfully. That is what it looks like. The bottom here. If you'll notice this line right here, kind of in the middle of our work there, everything below that is a single crochet, and everything above that is a double crochet, if that makes sense. It will break it out like do this set 10 times and then a part that connects to the next set. Yes. It's wild when you figure out how to read them. It feels like a different language. It is a different language, like straight up. It is a different language just as much as like computer coding is a different language. Like it's a bit less to learn than with computer coding language, but like it is a different, like it just is a different language. I think that you're definitely onto something. The good news is there's usually a key on every pattern. Yeah, absolutely. Especially following, the picture, the like diagram patterns is, I still have trouble with that sometimes. I still have a lot of trouble with that. Okay, so now I'm going to show you a half double crochet. And that's a double crochet that fits in the space of a single crochet, I guess, is the best way that I know how to explain it. I am going to do 1 turning chain for a half double crochet though, because a half double crochet turns out to be about the size of a single crochet. So you're going to yarn over, and then we're going to treat this as if it is a single crochet. So you will yarn over and you will insert into the first stitch, the top of the first stitch. You'll yarn over and draw up a loop. And then you'll yarn over and pull through all 3 of those loops. And that is a half double crochet. This is one of the prettiest stitches in my opinion. I just think it looks so nice. Your girlfriend cross stitches, and that is a whole different animal. I really want to get into cross stitching, like really bad. Okay. Anyway, you guys, I am so sorry. I just realized I don't think that we're going to end up doing Chilluminati tonight because it's already 1 a.m. We might do that tomorrow, but I'm going to go live early tomorrow though. For sure. Okay. Anyway, yarn over, insert into the next stitch there, yarn over, draw up a loop, yarn over, and then pull through all 3 loops on the hook, and you will be left with 1 loop on your hook. Yarn over, insert into the next stitch, yarn over, and draw up a loop, yarn over, and pull through all 3 of the loops. She is working the whole 151 Pokemon. That's interesting. Isn't there way more than 151 Pokemon? Yarn over, insert into the next stitch, yarn over, draw up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3. Yarn over, insert into the hook, yarn over, draw up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. Yarn over, insert, yarn over, draw up loop, yarn over, pull all the way through. Yarn over, insert, yarn over, draw up loop, yarn over, pull through all 3, yarn over, insert, yarn over, draw up loop, yarn over, pull through all 3, yarn over, insert hook, yarn over, draw up a loop, yarn over, draw through all 3, yarn over, insert hook, yarn over, draw up loop, yarn over, pull through all 3. Was that 10? It was. That did not feel like 10 crochet. Interesting. I thought that maybe I dropped a stitch somewhere, but I guess not. Okay, so this is what 3 different types of stitches look like, all on one fabric here. Hold on, let me... I have Post-its. That is what a triple, or not a triple. That is not what a triple crochet looks like. That is what a half double crochet looks like. That is what a double crochet looks like. That is what a single crochet looks like. That would be a cool bookmark. I'm working on a bookmark downstairs out of, I'm just doing a fun little pattern that is cute with like this cute little cotton. I'm excited. I'll tweet a picture of it. So a single is the tightest. Your tension should be the same all the time, always. Your tension should not change between different types of stitches. Does that make sense? Well, there are some exceptions to that rule, but they are very funky. Single is the shortest after slip stitch. I will show you how to slip stitch also. I think that that's an important thing to know how to do. Oh, I get to make all the fuck ups. Yeah, definitely. So if we're doing slip stitches, we're still going to yarn over and, we're still going to chain. We're still going to do a turning chain. And then we have one loop on our hook, We're going to insert into the stitch that we want to do a slip stitch into. In our case right now, I'm just going to slip stitch this whole row. Might as well. You'll yarn over, pull through, and pull through. Not yarning over again to create a stitch, to create a crochet. You're just kind of moving where you are in the project and taking some yarn along with you. It's real weird. You just pull through both of the loops on the hook. After inserting, yarn over, pull through, pull through. Does anybody want to see anything else demonstrated? Was there any part that you want me to go over again? For really crisp color changes? Yeah. I usually cannot afford to have more than one kind of yarn at a time. So I haven't really done a lot of multicolored projects. I did one recently for Josiah. He loves this hat that I made him, doing the broomstick lace. He absolutely adores it, and I'm very proud of how much he likes it, even though there's a cajillion mistakes in that hat. But yeah, it also definitely makes the row more rigid, hey? I could show back loop or front loop only. And I could show posts too, like back or front posting is wild. Just wild. That was a lost cause, and I'm not trying to loosen the threads in this yarn here. Give me a second, y'all. So sorry. We gotta redo that stitch. All right, turning chain. So we're gonna alternate between front loop and back loop stitching. I don't think we're gonna increase and decrease today. I'm gonna call it pretty soon because it's really late. But tomorrow we're gonna start with showing crochet in the round, and we'll talk about increase and decrease while crocheting in the round because we're gonna be making a dice bag. I think Bumble and FF are trying to make my head explode. No, this is all stuff. The more you hear it, the better. I know that it seems overwhelming at first. But, trust me, you're going to be so thankful for them. I already learned. I am very excited to just let go of stressing out about foundation chains and only grabbing the top loop. That just makes me so happy. All right. Sorry we do this all day. It does get easier. I am so excited. Hey, thank you. It's a little tighter than it should be, but yeah, it's not so bad at all. Hey, I've definitely done worse. Definitely done worse. Okay, so remember, J-Rod, when we were talking about the anatomy of the stitches earlier and how on the top they all look like a bunch of V's? I'm trying to get this far enough away that the focus is nice. Can you see how... Man, I really should not have been doing an educational one with a multicolored yarn. That I feel a little bit like a bad teacher now. Then again, I have always sucked at teaching. I am not good at teaching people how to do stuff. Anyway, so it looks kind of like a row of V's that are all coming out of the center of each other, right? A V and a V and a V. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? I'm learning a lot, Docs. You're fine. Oh, thank you. That does make me feel a little bit better. So if we were going to be doing front post crocheting, or not front post, so sorry, front loop only crocheting. Either of these are for lengthening. One of them is for making like a mesh looking look, and one is for making like a seamed mesh looking look, if that makes sense. And in order to front loop crochet, so normally when we crochet, right, we go through the whole V. We insert into the front thread and come out behind the back thread. Why are these stitches so tight? Jesus. Is that my fucking turning chain? It's hard to see around the camera. I'm a little bit high. I'm nervous. I am awful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah, that was my turning chain. All right. We want to go into here. We would normally want to pick up that V when we insert into the hook. But if we're going to do front loop only or back loop only, then what we want to do for back loop only is grab the one that's furthest away. For front loop only, we grab the one that's closest. Does that make sense? So we're going to front loop only for this row, and I'll show you what that looks like. You grab just that front loop, yarn over, draw up a loop, yarn over, and pull through. Grab only the front part of the next stitch. I just grabbed both parts. Yarn over, draw up a loop, yarn over, and pull through both loops, and that completes the stitch. And you see how it's getting taller in between these crochets and these crochets than it did before. That's going to make a nice little lacy texture to our work here. So insert the hook in between the loops of the previous crochet. Grab just the front loop, yarn over, draw up a loop, yarn over, and pull through both. And that is front loop only. And why don't I just very quickly get through this here? Oh no. Accidentally grabbed my whole work. I'll just yeah, I'm gonna do a couple of rows where I maintain the side, which means that I will alternate between back loop only and front loop only. So the loop that I'm working with is on the same side of my work every time. And that will make it so that it's not creating a big seam in the work. And then I'll do some where I stick to only doing front loop crochet. Or we'll do only back loop crochet for that, I guess. But for right now, we have to alternate in order to maintain the side. So this is the end of this row. I made our turning chain. Let's flip it over. And you can see that this crochet is definitely, it's textured now. Like it pops out. It has dimension to it. It's coming at ya. It like stands further off of the work because we had previously crocheted in only the front loop. This actually answered a question I didn't know how to ask. Sick. They're both easy ways to give your pieces texture. Absolutely. Doing rows of back loop crochet will make ribbing, like for sweater cuffs and such. Yep. And I even like it on a like lacy spring blanket too. Like a lap blanket that is there specifically for hugging because you're an insecure person and not because you're cold. Okay, we're gonna do back loop only so that we can maintain side here, which means you grab down through the V and do only the back loop there. Okay, Linus, yes. Yarn over, draw up a loop through the top of the previous crochet. Yarn over and pull through. Insert between, yarn over, draw up a loop, yarn over, pull through both loops. Again, it's like you're stabbing the top of our last row of work in between and pulling the guts out. I'm sorry, thinking of things in the most disgusting way possible helps me. Oh, my weighted blanket is my favorite thing I own. Oh man, I want a weighted blanket so bad. I want one so bad. They're so expensive. And I can never justify it. Go in through the center. In through the center. Yarn over, draw up loop, yarn over, pull through both. It's worth, honestly. I mean, like, yeah, but between, like, choosing between having a weighted blanket or paying my internet bill late this month is, like, not, it makes it not a choice anymore. You know what I mean? All right. So now, because we maintained the side, there isn't any really strong seams on the opposite side of our work, but it does have a little bit of a lacier texture to it than if we had just been doing the single crochet. But if you turn it over, this now has that ribbing to it that we were talking about. It has that strong seam. It pops out at you. It has a little bit of dimension. So it's just also just so you know, if you're working a pattern just like freehand or whatever, doing front or back loops only is a really good way to add length to your work and make it work up a little bit faster. If that's something that is of value to you. If you value it getting done quicker over like looking like single crochets, then I mean, it still looks like, you know what I mean. Anyway, I think we're going to call it here. Thank you guys all for hanging out. I'm so sorry it was so late. I'm so sorry that it was such a rough day. But tomorrow, I promise we're going to start making our dragon egg. And I am going to come at you with a couple of plans for... Oh, my God. Thank you so much for the biddy. I appreciate that. I'm going to figure out a plan for how to do the giveaway on the hat that we finished yesterday. We can show it to you big style. Oh, please, video game. I don't know if you can really see the detail on it because of how intense the light is. But it's just a shell stitch hat. And chat decided that they liked it better scalloped than with a hard edge, so we left it. Thank you all so much for hanging out. I love you guys a billion D. I am going to go ahead and run ads. And we'll find a fiber artist to raid. And tomorrow I promise we'll listen to the fun, creepy stuff. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that we didn't do that. But we will start with learning how to crochet in the round. All right. I love you guys. Good night.
like the fuzziest of heads.